because like I said, I started using when I was very young, and if I can stop one girl from having to go through this and ruin her life the way that I have, then my goal is complete. The effects of Eastern Kentucky's, especially opiate problem, have wiped out a lot of my family, because my family is from there. I started using opiates as a teenager, and it was like a way of life for me. I've lost numerous cousins, my mother, but I never thought it would happen to me until it did. I've been in addiction for 35 years. Everything in my life was just totally unmanageable. Always thinking people had ulterior motives if someone was kind to me. Anger, just a really bad attitude a lot of times, not being responsible, not being able to hold a job, not worried about paying bills, worrying about other things instead of my priorities were off. What made me realize that I had to focus on my sobriety was probably the last time that I overdosed, and I almost died. And all I could think about when I woke up was my kids and what's gonna happen. I got tired of going to jail, and I got tired of losing everything, and I just got really tired. I watched this disease kill my whole family, and I don't want my kids to go through that. So I knew something had to change. I really started and wanted to change in 2021 is when it started. I went to addiction recovery care. I left there. I did use one more time for 11 days. That's when I went back to jail. Thank God he stopped me in my tracks. And then I got into drug court and ended up here. When I first arrived here at Brighton Center, I was relieved. I was really anxious. I was really nervous. I'd heard crazy stories about Brighton and how tough it was. So I wasn't really knowing what to expect. I was really nervous. I was scared, I guess. I just didn't know what to expect. It's nothing like what I pictured in my mind. My journey here, I've been here since January. I've learned a lot about myself and others as well. My journey has been long, and this place has really helped me hold myself accountable to the point of being able to function again, if that makes sense. I've had to sit down and take a good long look at myself. The way that I was thinking, my perception was off, and the way that I thought wasn't right. And the accountability, I had none. I had no boundaries. I've learned how to reel myself in when I see the old behaviors creeping up, because they don't just magically go away. It's something that I have to work on every day. But the willingness to do so is there. The 12 steps are taking a lot of responsibility. It's also creating an environment of connecting with the power greater than myself. It's also keeping me in a fellowship of other people that are like me, that we all struggle from the same disease, and trying to help other people get out of that pit. I can tell you about the trudge here at Brighton. It is in motivational track. We have MT1 and MT2. And motivational track 1 is we're still on property, we can't go anywhere. Motivational track 2, we get to start going to outside meetings, and we get to go with our families on weekends. We walk, we trudge the road of happy destiny from here to Generations Church. It's 2.5 miles there and 2.5 miles back. We go there and back every day, Monday through Friday. It's really fun. It was actually my favorite part of the program. I had a blast. It was great. The biggest change between a sober life and addiction life is I don't have to wake up every day and put a substance in me. B, I'm way more responsible. C, I care about other people. I care about myself. It's just so much better. I have peace today. I have joy. I have love. It's just so much better. Like, I'm not in that dark place anymore. I used to wake up mad because I woke up. I didn't want to wake up. And I don't have to do that anymore. What I like about Brighton Center now, I'm here voluntarily at this point for the last couple of months. I do not have to be here anymore. I volunteered to stay on to peer mentor just to give back to the house. because they've given me so much. I do everything with Center Table. I oversee the kitchen to make sure that the girls do what they're supposed to do. I do the cooking, the prep, the serving. We get a lot of girls that don't know how to cook. They get to learn, and it's just like watching the lights come on in their eyes. It's great. Plus, it's like a love language for me, and I really enjoy cooking for people. Like, it makes them happy, and it makes me happy that they're happy. I actually am going back to school hopefully in January through addiction studies. I'm going to further my education. I actually want stuff in life now. I actually want to buy my own home, and I want to be normal, and I want to be productive in society, and I want my kids back in my life, and I want a life now. What I would like to do is get my CDAC, which is Certified Drug and Alcohol Counselor Assistant. I'm going to start with that because I have a history with domestic violence and trauma, and I just would like to help people in that dark place like I was, because there was someone that it took time to help me. If I can stop one girl from having to go through this and ruin her life the way that I have, then my goal is complete. They don't have to go to hell, and they don't have to live in it either. And that is my goal, is to catch them before they get too far gone. That way they can still get in college. They can still have a chance at life, you know? Because like right now, this stuff is killing these kids, man. That's all I want, you know? I want these people to succeed. I want these girls in here, especially the younger ones, to succeed, because they don't have to go through all that pain and all the chaos and the misery that I've had to. They don't have to do that if they make the right choices and changes now. So that's what I want to do.